Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. I am going to pick up where we left off the last time on time jumpers. We were in the book Escape from Egypt. This is a series that we have at the library. They're all started with time jumpers, and then they all have different titles here. So this book is about a brother and sister team, kind of like Magic Treehouse, that jump through time, also like Magic Treehouse. And in this one, they had just gotten to the desert. So we will pick up from there with Chapter 6, Deserts Are Hot. When the spinning stops, Chase and Ava are sprawled in the sand. I can't believe I picked up the beetle, Chase groans. All our supplies are still at home. He shoves the history book into his back pocket, then pushes the beetle into Ava's hand. I don't trust myself with it. She slides the beetle into a pocket in her tutu. Why are you so hard on yourself? Ava asks. I make mistakes all the time. Well, I don't, Chase replies. She grins. Trust me, big brother. It gets easier. Great, he mutters, but he does feel a little better. Besides, we are still more prepared than before, she points out. We have both our canteens, your book, and the beetle. There's no sandstorm, and I don't see any deadly scorpions. So things aren't all bad. Here's the next one. I guess you're right, Chase says. We're in ancient Egypt after all, and we could meet King Tut. They look in the distance and can see some pyramids with tents set up among them. That must be some kind of ancient marketplace, Chase says, like our flea market. Let's check it out, Ava says. The hot sun beats down as they trudge through the heavy sand. They've just gulped from their canteens when Ava shouts, Something is coming towards us. Chase squints into the sun and darts in front of his sister. A giant creature with brown fur, 4 long legs, and 2 humps stops in front of them. It's a camel. Chase doesn't relax yet. Who knows if camels are friendly? This one must be used to people because it kneels down like it wants them to get on its back. A leather saddle has been set up between the 2 humps. Ava claps. I've always wanted to ride a camel. She climbs up and grabs the reins. Chase is not getting up there. That animal looks very wobbly. Ava leans back in the saddle. Come on, it's a lot faster than walking. Nope, Chase replies. What if King Tut is at that marketplace right now, she says. I bet once we return his beetle, you two will become best friends. Chase scrambles up onto the camel. What's a little wobbliness when he's about to become best friends with King Tut? Chapter 7, Over the Hump. Chase gets more and more excited as he and Ava near the first pyramid. They hear voices and tools clanging, but don't see any workers yet. The camel stops and kneels down. They slide off onto the sand. Ava pats it on the nose. Thank you, camel friend. Let's go check out the marketplace, Chase says. A yummy ancient Egyptian snack would be nice, Ava adds. Don't know if I showed you those yet. But when they reach the other side of the pyramid, there are no booths offering old books or colorful woven baskets. Instead, they find wooden crates marked fragile, shovels, axes, men pushing wheelbarrows, and at least 10 giant pits in the ground. Each pit has 2 or 3 workers chipping away at stones or brushing off dried sand. There is a tent beside each pit, which must be where the workers sleep. Chase can see foldable beds inside with a wooden tunk at the foot of each. A table covered in papers, maps, and half-empty coffee cups sits a few feet away from Chase and Ava. I don't understand. Ancient Egypt was like 3,000 years ago, Ava says, but they didn't have all this stuff way back then. Chase reaches for a newspaper on the table and sees today's date, November 4th, 1922. We're not in ancient Egypt after all. We never were. Well, Ava says, at least we're not wearing sheets as robes then, right? I guess, Chase mutters. So much for being best friends with King Tut. 2 men carrying tools and clipboards step out of a nearby tent. Chase and Ava duck down behind the table. We've looked everywhere for King Tut's tomb, but we haven't found anything, one man grumbles. Carter is going to call off the search soon. The name Carter sounds familiar. Once the men pass, Chase pulls out his history book. Here it is, November 4th, 1922. Today is the day that British archaeologist Howard Carter discovers King Tut's tomb. Chase says, archaeologists dig for ancient buried treasure. We must be in the Valley of the Kings. Lots of ancient Egyptian rulers are buried here, in underground rooms called tombs. The pyramids were built on top of them. The only tomb still full of treasures was King Tut's. We're in the middle of the most famous archaeological dig in history. Chapter 8, Tents for Tut. Ava pulls Chase into the nearest tent. It's cool we might get to see King Tut's tomb being discovered, she says, but I thought we had to give the king the beetle. What do we do with it now? Chase flips to the page in his book that showed the jeweled beetle. It says here that a water boy spotted the beetle in a pile of rubble and told Howard Carter about it. That's how Carter found stairs leading to King Tut's tomb, he explains. Our beetle belongs in that pile of rubble. We need to make sure someone finds it there today, or King Tut's tomb will never be discovered. Let's get going then. We need to find that rubbish pile, Ava says, darting out of the tent. Chase pulls her back in. Wait, we need to look like we belong here. Right, Ava says, frowning down at her tutu. How about this? Chase points to a big canvas bag marked laundry. Ava picks up a crumpled sock and wrinkles her nose. Yuck. All the clothes they pull out are covered in a layer of dirt, but once Ava rolls up the pant legs and shirt sleeves, the clothes fit well enough. Ava hides her tutu in the laundry bag. She grabs a brown wide-brimmed hat and throws a matching one to Chase. It's large enough to hide his dino hat. Now we look like real archaeologists, Ava declares. We're ready to dig up ancient treasures. If only we knew where to go, Chase says. Ava turns Chase around. A map is taped to the side of the tent behind him. I am pretty sure this map is not upside down, she says. That'll work, Chase says with a grin. The map shows detailed drawings of the entire dig site. All the pits and pyramids are neatly labeled. They quickly find a large pile of rubble near a tomb marked Ramses VI. There it is, Ava cries. Chapter 9, Unwelcome Guest. Let's go put this beetle where it belongs, Chase says with a rush of excitement. Ava grabs a shovel and hands him a clipboard. Here, these will help us blend in. Chase waves the clipboard in the air. Why do I get a lame clipboard and you get a cool shovel? Do you want to switch? Ava asks. Nah, he says with a grin. The shovel looks heavy. Ava rolls her eyes. She grabs a handful of mushy grapes before following him out. Exciting things are happening in every direction. Archaeologists hunch over open pits. Some chisel stone. Some use brushes to gently wipe sand off newly discovered objects. Statues and painted urns and pottery are lined up in neat rows, waiting to be cleaned off. Think about it, Chase says as they hurry towards the tomb of Ramses VI. All this stuff had been buried for thousands of years. Imagine what's hiding beneath our feet. Ava stops walking and points to a wooden sign, Tomb of Ramses VI. King Tut himself might be under our feet, she says. This is the place. And that must be the rubble pile we're looking for, Chase says, pointing at a pile of rocks, dirt, wooden boards, and broken tools near the tomb's entrance. Let's go put the beetle where it belongs. Ava goes pale. Uh-oh, she says, feeling her pants pocket. I left the beetle in my tutu. She turns to run back to the tent to get it. Wait, Chase says, grabbing hold of her arm. Look. A tall man is leaning against the side of the pyramid near where Ramses' tomb is located. At first, he looks like any other archaeologist taking a break from digging. He has a hat over his face, like he is sleeping standing up. But something about him looks familiar. They have seen this man before, and it wasn't in Egypt. Randall! Randall's the bad guy. Chapter 10, Randall Returns. Randall should still be locked up in King Arthur's dungeon. How did he get out? Ava demands. Chase wipes his sooty brow. The air feels even hotter now. Randall must have had his remote with him. That's the only way he could have escaped. And then he tracked us here somehow. Ava kicks the sand. He'll see us if we try to drop the beetle now. And what if he tries to take it from us? We can't let that happen, Chase says. A pair of workmen digging nearby begin arguing over a broken bowl. "That was priceless," one man shouts. "You stepped on it." "I'm sorry," the other replies. "I didn't see it." Randall rubs his eyes. He looks over at the arguing men and spots Chase and Ava. He springs towards them. Chase and Ava only have time to duck around the side of the pyramid before he catches up to them. They're trapped. "Give me the beetle," Randall demands, holding out his palm. "Now!" Ava throws down her shovel and lifts her chin. "We don't have it," she replies. "You couldn't have gotten here without it," he growls. "Maybe we got here the same way you did," Chase says, hoping to trick Randall into giving away his secrets. "Impossible," Randall snaps. "I'm not a time jumper." "What is a time jumper?" Ava asks. "You two don't understand anything," Randall hisses. "We understand some things," Chase shouts. "We know you're trying to mess up history." "Enough," Randall roars. "Just give me the beetle." He lunges for them, but trips over Ava's shovel and gets a face full of sand. "Oomph!" Randall slides right back down onto the sand. "I'll be guarding that pile all day. You'll never be able to drop off the beetle." "Don't worry," Chase tells Ava as they run away. "We'll figure something out." When they reach the tent, the place feels emptier. Ava whirls around. "Where's the laundry bag?" Chase's heart skips a beat. It was right here. The laundry bag and the beetle are gone. All right, we'll stop there again, and we'll pick it up the next time with Chapter 11. Hope you're enjoying it.